That here is this a nation that registered the most depressed, most anxious, angst-ridden nation in the whole world. And as they researched it, why are these people so filled with anxiety and depression? It's because they don't trust anybody. One of the things that's interesting, as an example, the article used, is that the Moldovans are so suspicious that they believe that when kids go to medical school, they are cheating. Some of them are bribing teachers. Others of them are cheating to pass their exams. And the end result is that many Moldovans are afraid to go to the doctor because they don't believe they really are educated. And it's having an effect on their lives. So my question this evening is there an answer to anxiety? And I'm saying that understanding that there are people here, this is an issue with you. I know especially this is true for young people, that many people cope with anxieties, various kinds in their life. I want to say to you, and I want you to listen to me tonight, it's unacceptable. And you need to look at it and understand in that context. You do not have to say, well, somehow this is just the way life is. And you can buy all kinds of books with wisdom and all sorts of sentimental sayings. But I want to tell you, if you do not begin your life with a trust, a complete trust in God, none of that's going to really make any difference to you at all. It all begins with trusting in God, because trust is the foundation of relationships. Authentic Christianity is not a religious tradition. It is not simply coming to church and whatever religion you happen to be a part of, and doing a few religious obligations. That's not Christianity. Christianity is a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. And he gives one of the simplest explanations of the gospel. Number one, Jesus will knock at the door of your heart, but you have to invite him in. There are many people that like to say that love is the highest expression. But how many know we all know people that we love, but we don't trust? Don't look at them right now, but you know what I'm talking about. We all know that there are people that we love. There's family love or whatever, somebody you're trying to help and you have a genuine burden for, but you don't necessarily trust them. Somebody said to tell someone you trust them means more than to tell someone you love them. Because when we say I love you, that's telling them something about ourselves. When we say to somebody, I trust you, we are saying something about them. What we are saying is, that person has character. I trust you because you have proven yourself trustworthy. You are reliable, you are dependable, you are honest, you have integrity. And that is a higher compliment to earn somebody's trust, and it is an expression of faith when we say, I trust God with all my heart. We're saying, God, I know who you are. I know that you are faithful. I know that you're dependable. I know you keep covenant to 1,000 generations. About when trust is broken. The opposite of trust is anxiety. And I want you to think about this evening, because we are living in an epidemic of anxiety. In fact, I think the pandemic really wasn't COVID, it's anxiety. Listen to this quote: cases of anxiety are on the rise. It is now the most common mental illness in the United States, affecting over 40 million people, the majority young adults. Many are suffering alone. Jesus spoke directly to this problem. We think it's new, but when you read the Sermon on the Mount, and he's speaking to these people's hearts, and he's speaking to them about unforgiveness and about anger, and he's speaking to them about hypocrisy and pretending and all of that. He spends a lot of time talking about anxiety. As life moves through us and we begin to be burned and violated and things happen to us, we begin to create a database that says you can't trust anybody. And you say, Pastor, how do I rebuild trust in my life? How do I start over? It's been broken and these things have happened. It starts when you say, God, I'm going to trust you with all my heart and not lean to my own understanding. That I am choosing between what your word says and who you are and your character and the experiences of my life that try to make me believe that you can't trust. He said, I am choosing to trust God, and I'm choosing to turn away from this. And when I trust God, then God says, if you trust me, then when it comes to your marriage, trust me. When it comes to your health, trust me. When it comes to your money, trust me. And that it is in our relationship with God that we say, I don't know how it's all going to work out. Not everybody has my best interest, but God, I trust you. And you are able to move, and my peace rests in you, not in anybody else.